Congratulations, class of 2021. On behalf of my faculty and staff colleagues, I want to commend you on your monumental achievement, not just completing law school, but doing so under unusual and challenging conditions. Before I speak to the graduates further, I want to take a moment and speak to all the family and friends of these graduates who may be viewing this address. For those who are not lawyers and have not experienced a law school education, I want to explain what your child, your spouse, your niece, your nephew, or your friend has been through these past several years. New students arrive at KU Law to find themselves surrounded by individuals who, compared with most of their undergraduate peers, are driven, committed, and academically gifted. One of the first tasks assigned to new students is to find a needle in a haystack, a principle of law described in a statute, a government agency regulation, or a series of judicial opinions, and then apply that principle of law to a fact situation that itself is vague and often conflicted. These students are asked to find not just the principle of law that might support a position, but also track down all sources of law that might contradict that position. They're then asked to put their analysis of the fact pattern in writing, applying the law they've discovered in a manner that is clear and concise. This is not a creative writing exercise, and notwithstanding what you might think, we discourage the use of words like hereby, whereas, and heretofore. As part of this writing assignment, we ask students to cite the law using a style manual, generally called the Blue Book. A good amount of time is spent researching the Blue Book just to determine whether a word or a name should be italicized, underlined, capitalized, or abbreviated. And this is the first month of law school. As part of their daily law school classes, they'll be asked to engage in the same sort of analysis, but instead of having to spend time to research and write their conclusions in advance, they're asked to state them off the top of their heads and in the presence of their peers. My point is, the experience these graduates have completed has been challenging, and they deserve congratulations for what they've accomplished. Graduates, you've been asked to accomplish all of this in an unprecedented learning environment, and one we hope we will not encounter again. For nearly half your time in law school, you faced challenges that previous generations of law students have not. And through it all, you've accepted the challenges. You've shown concern and compassion for one another. And in the face of adversity, you have excelled. Several members of this class participated in the law school's MOOC Court program, a series of national competitions in which students from different schools are judged on how well they write and present an oral argument before a panel of judges. As a result of their tremendous success, KU Law currently ranks number 13 in the nation, compared with all 202 other law schools. That's the highest ranking the MOOC Court program has received. During the current year, our students advanced to the later rounds of national competitions covering criminal, environmental, and transactional law. They won awards for Best Brief, Best Spoken Advocate, Best Oralist, and Best Negotiation. They even brought home a national championship in the Native American Law Students Association MOOC Court competition. Members of this class focused not just on academics, but also generously devoted their time to benefit members of the community. In fact, many of our student organizations adapted their traditional events and fundraisers to a virtual format this year. The Black Law Students Association raised $4,000 for local nonprofits during the Thanksgiving food drive. The Women in Law organization raised $6,800 to support a local domestic violence center, and the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program moved its operations online and helped low-income individuals in the community prepare their federal and state tax returns. In total, members of this year's graduating class completed nearly 2,500 hours of unpaid pro bono service during their time as KU Law students. Graduates, you accomplished all this because of your drive and your concern for those around you, and because of the guidance and support you received from KU Law faculty and staff. They too have experienced difficulties and challenges these past months, but they've not allowed those difficulties to interfere with their primary responsibility, which is to prepare you to become members of the legal profession. As they do every year, the members of this class selected one faculty member to receive the Moreau Award, which is granted to the faculty member who the students found to be particularly supportive. Congratulations to Professor Meredith Schnupp, a faculty member who teaches in the Douglas County Legal Aid Clinic, who is this year's Moreau Award winner. Graduates, if you haven't had a chance to reach out to those staff and faculty members who assisted you, I encourage you to do so. As I said during last year's address, I know this is not how anyone envisioned spending today. You were hoping to spend it with your family and friends. Maybe more importantly, you were hoping to spend it with one another, celebrating your shared experiences. Without a doubt, the challenges presented by the coronavirus have diminished our sense of community. But the friendships you have developed with fellow students and the connections you have made with faculty and staff will endure. Bear in mind as well that as the virus continues to fade, the needs of those in our community who struggle, particularly those who cannot otherwise afford legal representation, will remain great. I hope you'll consider their needs as you start your career, and maybe even more so when your career has fully developed. After years of hard work on your part, it's now time to welcome you as members of the University of Kansas School of Law Alumni Network. You join a group of alumni across the nation and around the globe. You've earned the same degree held by members of Congress, federal and state judges, corporate officers, attorneys at the highest levels of state and federal government, partners in law firms big and small, faculty members, and those who have devoted their careers to public service. On behalf of my faculty and staff colleagues, I welcome you to that group and wish you all the very best. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jayhawks. We're so proud of you for making it through a really tough few years, and you finally made it to graduation day. I hope that each of you has a very rewarding career in the law. I know that you will do lots of good in your lifetime and will make our profession and our world a better place to be. So good luck and enjoy your celebration. Take care.
Hello, class of 2021. You have dealt with the most difficult circumstances with amazing persistence and adaptability. I am in awe. All the best, keep in touch, and congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Good luck on the bar exam and best wishes as you're beginning your legal careers.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Go out and do great things. We will miss you. Stay in touch. You've done great. We're so proud of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the terrific, outstanding KU Law class of 2021. Well done.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You survived 3 years, with the last one being the hardest. I'm very proud of you, and I wish you well in your next endeavors. I would be remiss if Ava and Jack didn't have a chance to say hello. They want to remind you that you need to have work-life balance, find what makes you happy, make sure you have time to do it. Be well and enjoy this next chapter of your life.
I'm here in front of the statue of Jimmy Green, who was the dean of the KU Law School during the last global pandemic. Here to wish the KU Law class of 2020 best of luck.
Hello, graduates. I'd like to add my voice to those of others you've heard from in saying congratulations on your graduation from KU Law School. I'll also add a note of thanks, a note of gratitude. Thank you for giving us, on the faculty and staff here at Green Hall, the opportunity to participate in your legal education. Well done.
Congratulations, class of 21. I thought it only appropriate to congratulate
you from my Zoom classroom. It has certainly been an unusual year and a half, but you weathered the storm well, and your toughness will pay off in practice. You are a special group, and it's been an honor for me to be a part of your education, all the way from boot camp to judicial internships, and moot court. Best of luck, and we look forward to hearing about all of your future successes.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You're an extraordinary class, and it's been an extraordinary year. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Class of 2021, congratulations. You spent nearly half of your law school career studying and learning during a global pandemic. If you can do that, you can do anything. I can't wait to see all that you're going to accomplish. Keep in touch.
Hi, I'm Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas, and someone who has been lucky to be on the KU Law faculty during your career. I enjoyed having you contracts, administrative law, local government. More than anything, do well out in the profession, know we're there for you, and rock job.
Ahmad Muhammad Ali Al-Ghotani. Gada El-Minshawi. Hussein Judrin. Helaman Fepuliai. David Harmeyer. Michael Paul Jasper. Chester Kroger. Philip Lyman. Michelle E. Mendoza. Joel Moore. Major Megan O'Keefe, CAFA 30. Kedrick Damon Palmer. Quentin Charles Parsons. Danielle Sue Peterson. Amanda Kathleen Sharp. Madison K. Sumter. Jeffrey Wiltsey. Casey Rose Winstead. Holly Alker. Alex Braden Atchison. Harrison Baker. Ashley Day Barnes. Jennifer Elizabeth Bartos. Zachary Scott Beach. Ellen Christine Elizabeth Bertels. David Ditas Beagle. Sydney Billings. Nicholas Blessing. Michelle Renee Brady. Eric J. Broninger. Sarah Christine Buchanan. Sydney Buckley. Michael Burcham. Austin Elizabeth Case. Valeria Carbajal. Claudia Chavarria. Zachary David Combs. Mac Willie Curry III. Robert Lane Curtis. Sarah Elizabeth DeBush. Angelito de los Santos de la Cruz. Madeline Marie Domoski, Kirsten Dane Dvorak, Emma Esom, Jackson Clark Bowyer Ely, Karen Louise Edwards Fritz, Marisol Garcia, McGovern Elizabeth Garton, Brianna Grace George, Ryan Joseph Gordon, Aiden Corey Graybill, Alyssa Greenwald, Mohammed Hamid, Tony Hanks, Rebecca Henderson, Delaney Heegert, Saber Mohammed Hosseini, Carly Catherine Humes, John Husk Davies, Jared Jevons, Caleb Francis Campson, Misbah Karamali, Zachary Kelsey, Bailey Rosemay Klukas, Kaylee Dawn Knappenberger, Samantha Nicole Neese, Dayton Michael Lamunyan, Leah Lusader, Hunter Logan Lindquist, Sowinski Lumine, Aaron Lynch, Shay Catherine Metzold, Howard Robert Mahan, Garrison Andrew Townsend Matthews, Anna Shirley Meyer, William J. Mitchell, Corrine Elise Carolyn Moffett, Angelina Lynn Moore, Shelby Moylan, Brooke Nasseri, Samantha Natera, Bria Lee Nelson, Riley Nickel, Connor Matthew Nybo, Emily Otti, Sarah Helen Pagnotta, Riley E. Pankratz, Jessica Dale Parks, Alexis Pearson, Peyton Pender, Abraham Thomas Fonensteel, Peter Q, Benjamin Allen Ramberg, Michael Raven, Ashley Taylor Reese, Emily N. Reed, Elazar Paul Rundus, Blake Patrick Saffels, Jacob Schmidt, Michael James Scott, Cody Thomas Siebold, Rachel Lee Simon, Ryan Skyiski, Blaine Patrick Smith, Aisha Springett, Andrew Grant Stevens, Zachary Robert Strella, Connor Neil Swanton, Jordan Sawyer, Emily Nicole Thompson, Adeline Kate Toll, Samuel Odd Walter, Daniel Wells, Hunter Woodhart, Mary Kate Workman, Anna G. Yendez,